Today's lesson is called Let Me Read to You, and I have four students in my class. Two children are 18 months old, and the other two are 21 months old. And I have two teachers in my class, myself and another teacher and a floater who just goes around to different rooms and helps out as needed throughout the day. So four children all together today. Not as many children showed up today as normal. And so we're going to be reading books and also doing a little movement besides, because children don't sit for a long period of time at this age. And so all the books are short, so that's why I have several books picked out. And I will get to the titles of the books in a moment. But first I want to just go over why it is kind of important for children to, I feel they need to feel safe and secure and loved, and a sense of belonging at school, and just to nurture their learning and their environment. And I chose reading because I feel it's important to always introduce new words to them throughout the day, and just always encourage describing their world to them and just talking to them, whether it's helping them get refreshed during a diaper change, or when we're going out and about during a walk, if it's nice out, or even if it's a little chilly, and we are bundling up in coats and whatnot and going on a short walk in the stroller, or maybe walking just around the block. And then also singing some of my books, like Twinkle Twinkle later on, you know, comes from a nursery rhyme. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but first comes the learning outcomes, and in the state of Minnesota there's two of them that kind of pertain to the literacy and language comprehension. The first one is to, of course, responds to increasingly complex sentences, and you know, that's just like putting two words together, and being able to do that by the age of 2. And then the next one is to have at least 50 words in their vocabulary, and maybe even some more than that. But it takes a little bit longer. You know, kids are sponges, but they also do need, kids learn at different rates and different speeds. So just reviewing words with them, giving them time, and you know, you may need to say the same word 20 times one day, but that's okay, because that's how we all learn. And you know, I learned that way too. So so those are and I've included a link on the reference page to the Minnesota outcomes. I believe I failed to do that in my last paper I wrote. But on to the materials I'm going to be using. I would want to get all the materials prepared ahead of time, especially for this age group, because you don't want to leave the area once you get there, because all hands are going to be needed. So again, all short books. One of them is called Baby's First Friend. It's a short book about a baby and a puppy and their adventures that they have throughout the book. It's a neat little book. And baby's faces peekaboo, and just throughout the book again, everyone in the room will be able to see the different faces that they make inside the book, and they can just see that's the mimicking going on. And the last page is a mirror, and so I would want to get some child-safe mirrors and then maybe take a few minutes and just make silly faces in a mirror with the children. And then Global Play is another good book to go through with them, and so they can see how other babies play. And then, like I said earlier, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is a good one. It's a nice little short nursery rhyme book, and you get some singing involved in there. And Old MacDonald, if the group is still doing good. With these books, you can kind of get up and you can kind of move if the group is getting kind of antsy. Old MacDonald, if the kids want to do some, sometimes acting out with like farm animals or puppets or something like that. Or if you want to get into more dancing, you could do Coco Melon CD songs, things like that. I know I'm kind of going away from the book thing, but sometimes some movement isn't a bad idea. And so that is pretty much my lesson. And how I'd introduce it is I would introduce it pretty much while we're wrapping up the other activity before that one ended. I would kind of transition into the next one. I'd set a timer. I always set a timer, you know, for the whole length of the activity, and then you do like a 5-minute, okay children, we have 5 minutes before the next activity or before we have to clean up. And I always give the children prompts before they have to transition into the next one. And then you want to do cleanup with them. And also there's good songs for cleanup and help them clean up, and maybe do fun things like help them clean up the blocks. You clean up the red ones, I'll do the blue ones. Or, you know, help the little kiddos that are struggling with cleaning up, maybe make it more of a game, you know. So that is that. And then just meet probably at the end of the day or the next morning, or don't wait too long after, but just reflect on the lesson or something with my coworker as soon as I can to see how it went and what they would think we should do differently, or if things went good, how we can you know, remember what went good so we can do it again, or what went bad so we can change it. So that is pretty much my lesson. Let me read to you, and, you know, just, you know, tweak it along the way, because sometimes you start out wanting to do something, but the kids will let you know kind of what they want to do as well. Thank you. Bye.